I've been supersetting my Cuban presses with the Jefferson curls, and this is because I think you obviously need to have a little break between each set, but they're completely different muscles and exercises, so I find it's a really nice way I work through. I just go Cuban press, Jefferson curl, back and forth, 3 sets of each, and that way it's, just really time efficient. Can increase the weight, but this is still really uncomfortable for me, so let's get used to it. Straight onto these. You guys are in for a treat this set. Now I go straight back to Cuban press and back to Jefferson curl. Super efficient. Next superset I do is drawing sword and horse stance. So there's 3 half capacity exercises that we have, and I superset 3 mobility exercises with them, as you will see. I just find this way I just blast through all these exercises really efficiently, and it's just nice. There's no resting at all between each set, but since they're doing completely different muscle groups, you are getting a rest, but you're just not wasting time. Also, it just makes sure that I don't ever forgo the mobility work, because I'm always doing calf capacity 3 times a week, so I'm always at least doing mobility 3 times a week. The final superset is IYT with middle split hold. Even though I do this once for 30 seconds, if I get to 30 and I feel like I can still slide out a little bit more, I just go with it until it gets to the point where it's basically unbearable. Obviously don't be silly, you don't push yourself too far. I just push it to where I know that's my limit for that set, and I have to come out of that. Recently with this one I've been focusing on not trying to get my chest down so much, but rather trying to get my foot a bit higher. Obviously again I want to get both the chest lower and the foot higher, but I'm focusing, I can really feel a good activation if I don't worry so much about coming down, but rather getting that leg up. Oh, such a weak muscle that I'm using here. But that's what you're going to do if you want to get the V-sit. I've been slowly working further down the leg. Not feeling very strong today though, so I'm going to hang around the knee area with my hands. Hopefully get a decent range of motion. Oh, I feel like I'm not really doing much at all. That's very difficult for me. Again, I'm not feeling very strong in this exercise either. But even when you're not feeling strong, you're just going to work through the sets, give everything you have, and you will see progress. I don't let it get me down or anything like that. Try and get the benefit that I'm getting stronger. Oh, just want more height on that thing, huh? As always, I'm finishing up the V-sit training with a V-sit. It's always the nice cherry on the cake to finish the session with. Oh. Ready for our 5th ice bath. My best strategy for this is to just get in and not think about it, because it's never something you want to do, but once you're in, it's not so bad. So, let's do it. So it works when you put the groin in, because it's just something you don't want to be cold. Oh yes, yes. It's not so bad here. Once the body has accepted its fate. Yeah, I'm actually nice and warm already. I think I'm adjusting to this whole process now quite well. At the end I still get a bit shivery though generally, so I think it still has a great effect. It's not like it's losing its impact. I think I'm just getting better at adapting to it. It's about 12 degrees in here. Ideally, I'd have it around 8 degrees. Oh, those drips are the worst. You slack Ken. Yeah, I'm good. What are you doing? What are you doing, Tyson?
You're gonna need more water.
No, 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 dude! Stop it, please! Yeah, it's all good, bruh. Looking at the thermometer again, it's still hovering around 12 degrees, so it wasn't cold enough, so I got Tyson to add the remaining ice packs. We've now got 22 ice packs in here, and it's still not cold enough. We're gonna just keep hoarding ice packs that we get in our weekly meals from 5.4, and eventually we'll have enough to make it coffee. Anyway, that's 10 minutes. Really, this was quite an easy bath. Courtesy is you let the water drip into the bath.
Do we want to see that?
And that's it. 5th ice bath done, getting easier every time. Certainly that 20 kilo weighted cross is coming on. I think I could probably go heavier on this as well. Next section I'm going to push myself to go for 25 on this one. Before I did my first set of these, I was thinking I'm going to do an extra 5 kilos today. But I just did the first set and it was a bit of a struggle, so I'm going to have to stick to body weight again. But I really want to start to increase the weight on this one. I want these to become, I'm not quite sure how to explain it, because this is the easiest I can make the cross with my equipment, so I want it to be quite easy, whereas you can see I'm doing 3 reps and I'm finding that pretty challenging. I want to be able to do 8, 10 reps, go all day, you know. It's getting stronger though, I can feel it. We're changing up a little bit here. Because of Tyson's forearm injury, he can't spot me as we usually would with the Maltese press to planche, so instead I've got a box here. I'll be resting my feet on that, and Tyson will be spotting the chest only. It feels really heavy. I'd like to be a lot stronger, but it's the same sort of motion. It's not the perfect Maltese, but it still simulates the movement, and I can feel the difficulty, so it's gonna help.
Thanks, man. That was a good way to put me down.
It's so hard. Depressingly hard, actually. good exercise. I feel like it really nicely counterbalances all that front sort of work we're doing. As I walk off from these sets, I feel like I'm standing more upright, just because sort of everything's pulling that backward way.
Do you reckon you pulled your pants down a bit too far for that?
Did I? No? Lift just keeps surprising me. There's so many little things I like about this gym. Kato just gets me. One really cool thing is these stall bars. Look how tall that is. I can finally hang without my feet hitting the floor. As you remember at Olympic Park, my legs touch the ground well before they're fully relaxed. So I can finally do full range of motion here. It's just nice that they've thought about little things like this.
Oh, sorry. Disaster.
Also, the reason why we're doing this on the stall bars now rather than just hanging from a bar is because this stops you from doing what I was talking about in the first episode, where you can front lever to make it easier. Because there's a bar right behind your shoulders, you can't get any of that front lever motion, so it really isolates the abs, which is exactly what you want in this exercise. Deep tissue work is essentially the same as having a professional massage, though it's more convenient as you can perform it just about anywhere, and it's also a lot more affordable. This recovery method is very important for injury prevention and rehabilitation. Niall suggested deep tissue work every day of the week except for the rest day. I must admit I haven't been doing it every day like this, though I have been aiming to, and I'm certainly making sure to do it if I'm feeling any particular soreness or tightness. The two tools that I use for deep tissue work are this muscle equalizer and this spiky massage ball. Both tools work on the myofascial system to reduce muscle tension and to improve blood flow. The muscle equalizer is great to jam into a specific point and then move the joint back and forth so the muscle is moving over the pinpoint. The ball, on the other hand, is simply rolled over the muscles. They're each good for different areas. For example, I love the muscle equalizer for my shoulders and I use the ball for my forearms.